Let's start exercise 2, securing Windows file share in Active Directory. So let's start with step 1. We need to make sure that the smooth wall firewall is running. So let's click on that. It is running. It's asking for a password. The password is TOOR. Press enter. And then you press the tab key 2 times so that the done button is highlighted. And then you click on the enter key. And it is going to reboot. Now, we will have to wait for a few seconds for it to come back into the login screen. Okay. All right. So the firewall is back in the login screen. So we'll move on to the next machine, which is Active Directory Domain Controller. Let's go ahead and press Control Alt Delete. We will log in with the password given. So you can just click on the password. It will automatically type. Press the enter key. Once the machine is logged in, if you get the network prompt, you click on yes. But in some machines, I've never got it. So if you didn't get it, don't worry. You can leave it and move on to the next screen. So the next is your server manager. The server manager window is automatically loaded. If it is not automatically loaded, you can click on the start button and search for server manager. So what I am going to do is I want to open file and storage service. Now, if you notice the file and storage is not being here, that is because my server manager is still loading and you will see the blue bar going across. Please wait for a minute or two. All right. So now we see files and storage services. It took a couple of minutes, but it showed up, came. So I'm just going to go click on it. And then I'm going to go ahead and click on shares. So this tells us all the file shares that are available within our server. We have a netlogon, sysvol, and users. Let's go ahead and create a new share by clicking on Tasks, New Share. So this will bring up this wizard. I'm going to select SMB Share Quick. I'm going to go ahead and click on Next. Now, the default is domain control. We leave it as it is. I'm going to go ahead and create my share in the D volume, not in the C. So I'm going to select that. Click on Next. What is the share name? The share name is going to be Finance Data. And then I'm going to go ahead and click on Next. Now, in the Configure Share settings, make sure you click on Enable Access-Based Enumeration. I'm going to leave it as it is and click on Next. In the permission, I'm going to click on Customize Permission. In the Advanced Security settings for finance data, I'm going to disable inheritance. I'm going to go ahead and click on Convert Inherited Permissions into explicit permissions on this object. So once that step is done, so now we have applied explicit permission. So if you look at the CND/users, they have a read and execute permission. Okay, so they want us to remove it as part of the lab. So I'm going to go ahead and click on remove. So that is removed. And they also want us to remove the special permission for CND users. So we've removed both the permissions for the CND user. Now click on apply and click on OK. So now we are back onto this. So we are going to go ahead and click on next. And I'm going to create. So we went ahead and created an SMB file share called finance data. We made sure inheritance of the permissions is disabled, and we removed the permissions for CND/users. So once the file share is created, we will go ahead and click on close. Next, what we are going to do is we are going to create a security group called finance users under the organizational unit finance OU. So let's go to the tools menu, Go to Active Directory users and computers and look for Finance OU. We have a Finance OU here, so right click. Sorry. So this is Finance user. So right click on Finance users, new, and then you will see group. So once you click on the group, let me just put a check mark. So once you are in the new object group, we are going to enter the group name as finance data. Okay, and it is going to be global and it is going to be a security group. I am going to go ahead and click on OK. So we have the finance data group here. So next, what we're going to do is, this is a group. We are going to add two users to the group. So we are going to add Bob and John to the finance data security group. Okay. Let's go to the users container. You will see Bob. I'm going to right click on Bob, add to group. Here in the search area, I'm going to search for finance data. Finance data, no space. Click on check names. So it picked up the correct name, and then click on the OK button. So successfully completed. So now similarly, we are going to go ahead and add John. So John, if I scroll down, I'll see John here. Right click, add to group, finance data, check names, okay. So John is Bob and John, they both are added to the security group called finance data. Now let's switch back to the shares where we see the finance data. This is the server manager. So if you have accidentally closed this window, what you need to do is you click on the start button and search for server manager. Server manager. Okay, this is option one. Option two, if you click on the start button, server manager should be here. Now, if you're not able to see here, you can always go search here for server manager. So I'm going to click on this. And like I told you, the blue bar is loading. So you'll have to wait for the files and storage services to come. It is here. So I'm going to click on it. I'm going to go ahead and click on share. So we are back onto the same page. So I'm going to go ahead and right click on finance data. I'm going to go to properties. And here what we are going to do is we are going to go ahead and provide them the required permissions. So let's go ahead and click on permission, customize permission. We are going to go ahead and click on the add button. Click on select a principal on the top. And we are going to enter the name here. So the name we are going to enter is finance data. Now, finance data is a group. Bob and John are part of it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click on OK. So that group is selected there on the top. And this applies to this folder only. Okay, make sure you select that. Let's go ahead and look at the permissions. So we're going to look at show advanced permission. So the permissions we are going to give is traverse and execute the file, list folders / read data, read attributes, read extent, create files / write data, create folders and append data, and read permission. So make sure the permissions given here are selected there. Some of them might have been default selected, but some of them you need to select. So go ahead and click on the OK button. Now here, when you are in this screen, go ahead and click on Apply and OK. So you're back onto this window. So we went ahead and gave them a special permission that applies to this folder only. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and click on Apply here and OK here. So now we are going to test this permission. How? By going into the server called as finance data. We are going to press Control Alt Delete. we are going to enter the password. So username is going to be Alice. Now Alice is already selected, but they want us to use this again. So I'm going to go to other user, finance department slash Alice, and the password is user123. Now here's a question. I haven't done this lab, but I have a question here. We gave permission only to Bob and John. Do you think Alice, when Alice tries to access the folder, will it work? Think about it. Okay, so now what we are doing is this machine is logged in as finance department backslash Alice. That means it's a local account, not a domain account. So first thing what we're going to do is we're going to join this machine to the domain. Open up your file explorer, right click on this PC, go to properties. All right. Now here, if you maximize this window, you will see advanced settings. I'm going to go ahead and click on advanced settings. You will see computer name tab. Go ahead and click on computer name. Click on change. Okay. They want us to move it away from the domain machine. So this is already part of a domain. So if I had logged in with my domain account, Bob or John, I should have been able to access the folder. So what we are doing here is we are removing this machine from the domain, again putting it in a work group. So let's just go here, put the work group name. Let's type it as work group. Click on OK. Click on OK. And once it is done, you will be prompted to reboot. Anytime you join the machine to the domain, and when you remove the machine from the domain, you need to reboot the machine. Now, in order to join the machine to the domain or remove the machine from the domain, you need domain administrator, okay? And that is the password we are entering here. And let's go ahead and reboot the machine. So welcome to the work group. That window was hidden, so just make sure that you click on this icon if you don't see this. Okay, okay, close, restart now. So this will take a minute or two to restart. Once it is restarted, we will go ahead and log in as Alice again. So my machine has been rebooted. I'm going to go ahead and type the password for Alice as user at 123. Now they're going to rejoin the machine back to this domain controller. Join this machine back to the domain, which feels like a silly step to do because it was already part of the domain. But let's just go do this quickly. Open up your file explorer, right click on this PC, go to properties, advanced settings, name, change, domain. So the domain name is going to be cnd.com. Click on the OK button, and like I told you, you need your domain administrator username and password. And see, the window went missing, so the window is here in the bottom. Let's click on this. Click on OK button. OK. And close and restart now. We will have to restart it. Now, once restarted, this time we are going to log in as John. So John and Bob are the two people who have access to the file share. Let's wait for the machine to be rebooted. All right, the machine is rebooted. Now this time I'm going to press Control or Delete. I'm going to click on Other User. And now I'm going to log in as John at cnd.com. And like I've told you, the only reason why we unjoined and rejoined is because it could be a bug in the lab environment. In real time, we will not do this. Okay, let's give it a minute for the machine to load. Since we're logging in for the first time of John, it is going to set things up. All right, so let's click on the Start button, type Run. Here we are going to go ahead and access our file share, which is on the domain control with a double L. // domain control, press enter. So we will see finance data, net logon, sysvolve, and users. Now let's try to view the data in the finance data. Double click on it. Now right now, I don't think we have any folder or any files in this location, but we are able to access it without any error messages. Now what we are going to do is we're going to log off and log in as Martin. And as you guessed, Martin does not have permission. Okay, so let's press Control Alt Delete, go to other user and type martin@cnd.com, and the user password is user@123. Press the enter key. And they want us to repeat step number 78 and 79, which is basically go to domain control and access the finance data. Just give it a minute for the machine to load, and then we'll do it. All right, so we have now logged in as Martin. I'm going to click on the start button. I'm going to type run, open this. Let's go to the location domain control. All right, and yes, we are able to see the finance data, but when we double click on finance data, we will see that there is an error message. Okay, so this is one way where you could protect your network file share by creating a security group, and we go ahead and assign users for whom we need to give the permission. Let's answer the question. Identify the group scope of created finance data group. Now, when we created the group scope as global. And click on score, and that is right. Now, that is an end of exercise 2, securing Windows file share in Active Directory. Thank you.